Well, this is a weird screen to be back on. We're about to do something different. I've been doing multiplayer for a couple of years, and I've done my time with multiplayer. I'll go back to it at some point, but today we're going to create a new single player world. Don't know how long this is going to last. I'm just going to put 2025 to. We'll put a 2 like a day. I can't even do that. We're literally at the top of the characters. So, 2, 20, 20, something else. I have no idea. Could even go on for ages. Let's just do Ed's New World. That's what we're going to do. There's a couple of changes that is going to happen with this world. We've got a single world type. We want normal default, normal stuff. Everything's fine. We've got some game rule changes as well. So we've turned off fire tick, which is on here. Fire damage is on. All the default stuff. We're keeping inventory. We're not keeping inventory. All that stuff. A couple of things down below as well. So update fire is off. We also have turned off a bit further upwards, which is spawning phantoms because I can't stand them. But apart from that, that's it. Let's go in and create our brand new world where I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to try my best to record some clips, record some videos, try and make it engaging, try and make it entertaining. Hermitcraft is back on and it's put me in the vibe for Minecraft. So it feels weird, this does. First things first is I've got to go ahead and turn off music because I've already got it on. And I'm going to also change my resolution, my resolution thing. It's not that one. I want to change this down to view. I've got this down to something. Whereabouts are you? I know it's something here somewhere. Distance, zoom level. I'm looking for GUI scale. There we go. GUI scale 2. That's better. Right. Let's turn back on the sound. Turn back on the recordings because we need to record this. And we'll go for that. It feels weird. Okay, so I've got to get used to doing things. I'm got to do different things. I'm going to try my best to create an engaging video, but at the same time, I want to create a video that doesn't mean that I've got to think about how I edit, think about how I do things. A lot of it's going to be probably 20 minutes of me punching some woods and doing everything else. Or maybe one day there'll be a time lapse of something that goes up. Maybe one day it'll be a live stream of it as well. I don't really know. I'm just wanting to make this a bit unique to itself. I've spawned in this, I think it's spruce tiger bone. And in all honesty, I don't really like tigers. The pod soul is not really what I want to go for. So I want to, first of all, create myself one of these. We'll create ourselves one of these with a sword. And then we might as well create ourselves an axe of some sort. I don't know why I did that axe. I might as well just do that. Another one. Go 2 more of these and grab myself a pickaxe. Just the default stuff. Just the default items that I'm going to need. That way I can grab myself some cobblestone, which I probably could have done ages ago. I probably could have stayed in cobblestone or stone tools. But, every building's going to need some stone. Everything that I create will have to be something. And this is for me to just be free and open and not feeling pressurized, if that makes sense. Like, I want to be able to do something without feeling I need to do this, this, and this all the time. So it makes sense for me just to pick up the tools, start a Minecraft world, and just see where the world takes me, which is exactly what I want to do. So I will do some cuts, I will do some things here and there, and I will get things going. And we're going to see what happens. But first things first, we're going to go through all these. We're going to get everything as possible. We're in the latest snapshot, 121.10 at the moment. which is the current one that we believe that I believe everything's going through. So we've got all the coliper golems, all the lovely stuff, and everything else until the new update. But let's go ahead. Let's go for a little bit of a boat ride. Might as well grab some more sugarcane if I see them. I don't really want to grab black sheep. I feel black sheep are a little bit, too much. I'm not really concerned about leaving anything near spawn because, of course, it's only myself. But what I want to do is just navigate the terrain, see what I can find, and go from there. Now, one of the many things that is different in this world is the fact that I've got to go ahead and do myself a favour. And basically, I can't use any mods or anything else like that. The only thing I'll be allowed to use is like replay mod when I reinstall it. But this is just going to be a complete vanilla world with vanilla mechanics and everything else. So, in other words, I'm going to try not to use replay mod. I'm going to try not to use free cam or anything else like that. It's just a case of see what I can do, get some vantage points, and go from there. I'm going to have to get some food. So let's get some of this, get ourselves a bed. Might as well get these resources. Now we're in a bit more of a better area, which I want to be in. I want to be in a good area, and I don't want it to feel like it's one single thing to start off with. Now, actually, this is better place than none. So we've got we've got our tiger biome, which is behind us. We've got a bit of an ocean to go out there. We've got a bit of a bay or something that can be over here, which can be fun to explore, and we can have a look around there. And now it's just a case of planting down some items, which I think we're going to go for the bay or something. I'm going to take out this little bit of chunk of area. So let's place some stuff down and let's grab ourselves some materials and see what we can build. Now, I have turned up the GUI scale just a little bit because I realise some of these things you probably won't be able to see on smaller screens or anything else. So I just want to make this as easy as possible. So let's go ahead, put in all of our items. We might as well create ourselves a white bed. So that way we've got ourselves a place to sleep when it comes to night time and we don't have to worry about the mobs too much. It feels weird, I must say. It feels weird to be on a Minecraft server. It feels weird to just be playing something like this and just seeing what takes me and seeing what I can remember. I've been playing GTA 5 now for probably a good couple of months, and I've not really played Minecraft. I dipped in and out of it, and I really wasn't feeling up to it. In honesty, I don't know if I'm feeling up to it now. I'm just trying to see where the world takes me. This is a case of me literally booting up watching a video on the internet and then going, actually, it doesn't seem so bad, Minecraft. It's one of those nice relaxing ones that you can just go ahead and take yourself off to. It's your own imaginary world that you have the creativeness and the world's your oyster, which says a bit different to GTA 5 in where, I run the server. Yes, I can control things. I can add things in. But it isn't exactly how I design them. It's not exactly how I want them. And it's not exactly how my brain goes about them. So that's the whole point about this world, is to have fun, relax, and just enjoy myself. Now, that does mean that, of course, sometimes during videos and everything else, it's going to be nice and it's going to be interesting. We're going to go ahead and put a bit more brightness on just so we can actually see stuff because I've got no coal. Just so we can go down and get some resources. I might as well go ahead and grab all of these as well while we're at it. But I tell you what, it feels nice to know that I can jump onto a Minecraft world. I have full creative control over it. I can decide what actually happens. I can decide how it goes and what actually goes. So that's always nice. It's always nice knowing that is a thing that you've got without having to think, oh, I've got to do this, and this. I've got to run this way. I've got to process everything going this way. For example, like I do police service on Silver Cloud RP. It's a fun server. Don't get me wrong, it's a lovely server. But there are sometimes I just want to be creative, and I can't be creative on a GTA 5 RP server. It's brilliant for stream nights. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, brilliant. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm at the end of my work day. And apart from my dev days, which of course allows me to express some creative controls and some differences, there's a lot of the time that I don't have that opportunity because I'm working, I'm doing different things, and being an adult, you've got your own responsibilities that you have to do. So doing all this is always fun to do, and it's fun just trying to decide what you're going to build. Currently, I'm just going to place down blocks and see what happens. That includes, placing down the odd coal to get iron, doing what I can to create the resources, sleeping in the bed. This is stuff that you don't really do in GTA 5 RP. You're awake all the time. You don't have to sleep. There's no consequences for staying awake all night. However, there are consequences for me staying awake all night, being on Minecraft and doing everything else. So we'll see how long this season goes. I can't always guarantee how long a season's going to be. I can't guarantee how well a season's going to be taken and what's going to happen. No one can ever tell me, because in honesty, the people who know how it's going to go are people like you, people who watch my content and see what happens, rather than just some old bloke on the internet who is creating internet and creating a video and hoping to become a millionaire by creating YouTube. That's not me. I've got my job. I've got my business. My business has been my oyster. And in honesty, I wouldn't change my business for anything now. I love it too much. Even if it does mean that sometimes I wake up stressed. I wake up with nightmares thinking about how the business is going to run. I wonder about taxes. I wonder about all the extra stuff. And this allows me to do this. This also allows me to do, for example, what I'm doing now, like a podcast. Things that go through my head at all times that I just don't have the creative inspiration to say it during a normal audio podcast, even though, by the sounds of things, it sounds like one. And it feels like one. Did you know that I did once create a podcast and it went up onto YouTube? I went up onto Spotify. I did 3 episodes, and that's it. And that's how long it's been. And now I'm doing this. Now I'm going out there trying to develop things, trying to make things better, trying to do something else. I never can commit to a single thing or a single world. That's what I want to do with this whole buildings. I want to make this the best thing you ever go to. I want to be like, I can come back to this in 5 years' time and continue where I left off. If I want to have a break, I'll have a break and then continue even more. I just feel like that might be a better option than doing what I've been doing, which is creating these items, creating these videos of roleplay, which negotiate scenes, a roleplay scene. It tells you what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and everything else about it. But what it doesn't tell you, it doesn't allow me to creatively become the person I am. It doesn't allow me to decide how my content is going to come out. I have to base that based on what's actually happening in the content. So if I'm arresting someone, that's the content. If I'm doing something else, or if I'm Crim, that's the content. I don't get the choice to make a creative decision in all of the content all the time. Roleplay takes you on certain ways, and you're always thinking, how can you improve? How can you make these better? And sometimes this is what is needed. So creating these contents and creating something that makes it easier to watch and listen to in the background is a lot better. Now, I will tell you one thing. If I'm doing a podcast, I will probably repeat myself 100 times. It's what's going through my head at the exact time that I'm saying it. I haven't got a script that I'm reading out while I'm doing this. I'm doing this live. Like, for example, I'm literally choosing what camera to press. I'm deciding how the view is going to come across, what you're going to see next, what I'm going to do next in the game. Like, I know I want to go down here. I want to try and find more iron. I need to find more iron because stone tools are painful, but at least they're better than blooming wood tools. But this gives me the creative outburst that I can go for, while also allowing me to explore my decisions. How do a lot of people decide this when they go down this content creation arc? How do they come up with what's the best content to come up with? What's the best process? How do I come up or brainstorm these ideas? Something I've always tried. I've always tried to brainstorm ideas. All I'm going to say is that every idea that I've ever thought that I thought I knew has never come to fruition. Every single time I do something, it's always because it's what I want to do in that moment. There's a good song at the moment that I've been listening to, which surprisingly is an ADHD song. You've probably seen it on TikTok and everything else, where the audio swings from one side to the other. And that's how it goes for a little while. And it's All the Night. It's All the Nights by Avicii. And I sat there earlier listening to that content and I was like, holy Moses, I actually feel relaxed. It's the first time I felt relaxed in ages. And I was like, is this really the case where I feel relaxed now? I feel relaxed by listening to a little bit of music that's being played, and all it is rotating from left ear to right ear every couple of seconds. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly how my mood is feeling. I'm feeling better because I sat there and I was listening. I took some time to have a breath. And when it says, I said I had a breath. At first, I couldn't breathe. Like it was a whole tight chest feeling. And I was like, something doesn't feel right. I feel like there's something going on. I was getting heart palpitations. I was getting everything that I normally wouldn't go for. Whereas now I'm like, actually, that was just my body slowing down. I'd been in a hyperactive state all day today, and hyperactiveness is brilliant, apart from when you want to go to bed. I will probably be awake until 3 o'clock in the morning if I wasn't doing this. Instead, I'm using my creativeness to create something extra, while also 3D printing something on my Bamboo A1 Mini that hasn't been used in months. And when I say months, I mean months, like literally about 8 years. And it's still creating something. It's creating something. It's been switched off. It's not even being used. It's covered in dust. And the filament is covered in dust. But I tell you what, the print that's coming out now is the first print with no errors. No stress about what's going to happen, how the print's going to come out. It was just a test print. All it is a Merry Christmas little thing. We're coming up to Christmas. Yes, I know, it's November the 12th. But for me, I'm getting ready for Christmas. I want to enjoy my Christmas this year. I want to actually live my life how I want to live it. And it's very hard to do that when you're constrained to whatever you're doing. For example, you're constrained to how the role play is going in your life. Just because you're not role playing out something in a video game doesn't mean that you're role playing out in real life. You're not letting yourself decide what happens. You're going from day to day. You're waking up 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's create this. 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's have a breakfast. Let's do this. Let's go down and go and have some food. Let's go. We'll go and have a break. We'll go and do this at lunchtime. You become a robot. And I've had enough of being a robot. I've had enough of letting the world decide what's best for me. It's about time I decide what's best for me. So that's where this is going. So that's why I'm just deciding, I know, I'm just going to go onto a Minecraft world, do some mining, do some crafting, build a staircase. Literally, that's all I've done, is build a staircase while talking to you. And it feels good. It feels brilliant. I do want to also explore. I want to have some fun. I want to get a bit more of creative juices. I've been watching these fantastic videos by the Hermits, and their first episode for season 11 is brilliant. They've got so many creative inspirations. But the only reason why they're that good at creativeness is because they've had the time. This is season 11 after all. This is going to take some time for them to get. It took them some time to get to where they are, to build the content in the way that makes it engaging. It takes some time for everything to happen. For me, a person on the internet who struggles making videos anyway, and when they do, they're not always great, but he does his best. This is what happens. And I'll tell you what, boy, am I glad I started this, because I'm already feeling a smile on my face by the way that I'm feeling just by walking around this area, looking for iron, looking for coal, looking for ores that allow me to expand my base and expand everything else. Yes, I'm on a storyline. I'm deciding what's going to happen next. I'm going down this place. It could be dangerous. It could be dark. I could have a ton of mobs that I'll have to deal with. But at the same time, I'm deciding what I'm doing. I have the creative juices and the freedom to do what I want to do. And unfortunately, in the real world, you don't get that these days. It's always difficult to get that. So when you do finally get the opportunity to mine the blocks that you want to get the items that you want, and you finally get there, trust me, it feels good. It feels good to finally let go, which is something very difficult and something very hard to do if you haven't done it before, is letting go and deciding what actually happens next. It's getting dark. And for me, that means that it's a sign of monsters. It's a sign of everything going out. Now, I could stay out over the night. I'm not going to really survive it. I know for a fact I won't. I've got nothing on me. I've got no armor. All I've got is a stone sword, which doesn't always kill things. Doesn't even kill a sheep with one hit. It kills things with about 4 or 5 hits. So if I came up against a skeleton, guaranteed, I'll be screaming. I'll be running away. I'll be trying my best. But at the same time, by being out here, I can decide when I go back. I can decide when I go to sleep. I can decide if I fight the skeletons or the zombies. I can decide what I do when I do it. And I can hope that I get the battle that I wanted before dying. Because look at that. The euphoria that comes out. That means you're going to win the battle that you have automatically decided that you're going to fall and you're going to fight. Is the best thing ever. And it makes you feel like you are ready for an adventure, which is exactly what I want to do. I want to do an adventure. I want to be going places that I want to decide. I don't want to be stuck in single places. Oh, my base is covered in creepers. That brings on another adventure. I can't just sleep. I have to defeat these objects. I have to defeat these items. There goes the creeper. I'm down to half a heart. Almost guarantee you, I will probably die within the next 10 seconds. But am I scared? No. Is it going to happen? Yes. But can I sleep? No. Oh, look, there goes my bed. There goes every single bit of resources. Now my bed's gone. I respawn back at nature. I respawn back at the server spawn. I now have to go and find where I was. Tell you what, I'm still happy I did this. I'm still happy I started this world. Even though I'm now starting from point zero once again. Sometimes you have to. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Welcome to day 1 of my Minecraft world. And thank you for watching this video.